Hi. It's, what day is it? June?
It's the 26th.
It's the 26th.
Friday the 26th.
Friday
This
the
is
26th.
our second video doing this.
We made it to the second one. Nothing will stop us now. And we're on the boat.
We're on a boat.
Thank you, Alex, for hosting us on the boat.
It's Alex's boat.
Sweet.
First story is Jack Dorsey is back as CEO of Twitter, which I don't know if anyone's read the Hatching Twitter book.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh my God, don't say that. You did not just say that. It's Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey, one of the best books I read this year.
Yeah.
How truthful it is, I don't know. But you couldn't get more drama than Nick Bolton wrote a book called Hatching Twitter. And it's got Noah Glass, Ev Williams, Jack Dorsey, Biz Stone. And it's the four of them fighting it out for control of Twitter. And they were actually going to turn it into a TV series because it was so good.
Yeah.
And anyways, Ev, Jack, and Biz end up basically, Nick Bolton makes Jack Dorsey look like pure evil. And Jack Dorsey ends up leaving. And then the other three take over Twitter, and then now Jack's back again. And Jack got CEO for a bit and then went out.
My first story is the Container Project. I don't know if you've heard of the Container Project. It made a lot of news.
Google's Container Project. The moment they floated it out.
Well, no, it's apparently Google and Microsoft and Amazon and a whole bunch of companies are now collaborating for this platform that will allow you to deploy apps anywhere. So it's kind of like you write your app, right? You write your app, and like doesn't matter where you want to host it. You want to host it on Amazon, on Microsoft Cloud, whatever. You just like deploy it. It takes care of the framework. But you know what? That brings me to the point. There's a lot of these kind of like boil the ocean frameworks out there.
Yeah.
Because they're boil the ocean, they're like people don't pick it up, right? So I have a sense that this is one of those boil the ocean, but you know, time will tell. But a lot of news, made a lot of noise this week. The Container Project. So that's my first.
So and all of them are doing it. Like, well, who's running the project then?
Well, basically,
is it Google's project?
It's basically a bunch of companies collaborate. So they have internal teams to do the stuff, and but you know, because it has to run on multiple platforms, because of that,
they're all involved.
They're all involved. Yeah.
Okay. Second story. LastPass got hacked. Which, do you use LastPass?
No.
Okay,
what is it?
I used to use LastPass, and then I switched to 1Password now. And it's just because I'm a Mac user.
Right.
And 1Password just...
So your one single password got hacked for everything?
But LastPass, they're saying no one's accounts were compromised. So,
got hacked.
Well, they did get the master password of a bunch of people. But they're saying it's going to be impossible for them to decrypt it. There's no way they can decrypt it.
Depends who hacked it. So did you hear that YouTube introduced the pre-roll feature? You know what pre-roll is? So
is it like an intro to your video?
Yeah, basically the intro to the video. But they've changed the pre-roll. Sorry, they didn't introduce it. They changed the pre-roll feature. So now when you have the ad and the ad is playing, before when you clicked on the video, because it's an intuitive thing. You're just kind of like stop or pause. You click on the video. Before it used to go to the advertiser's homepage or whatever page they designate. Now it's no longer. So, and a lot of advertisers are like, what, why, what? They ruined.
So what does it do now? Just stop the ad?
No, it stops the ad. So a lot of advertisers are up in their arms about it. But what I'm thinking, like, a lot of people don't get the concept of actually efficient advertising. If you think that the click on your ad was like guarantees some sort of a success because someone clicked on it, you're deeply mistaken. Because now it's not so much of a... So what I'm trying to say is advertisers should be less kind of concerned about the fact, oh my God, YouTube stopped this feature. Because probably a lot of these clicks weren't relevant anyways. Right. There's already and a
lot of part of the advertising anyways is just awareness. It's not necessarily... It's not like if you're advertising for a Chevy truck, they're not going to click through and buy the truck, and you're going to find
And
the buy rate on it.
Exactly, and you know how they say it takes 7 impressions for the people to start getting interested.
Right.
So your advertisement on YouTube is just one of these 7 impressions. So you're right.
Right.
Maybe it's just a matter of showing them okay, here's the product. Here's just something to get you interested.
But it is relevant though if you're one of these, like a lot of the ads now, even on TV, you're watching sports and the ads will be for I don't know, Age of Empires app for your phone, like some app for your. I just plugged someone. Maybe I shouldn't have plugged, but an app. And in that case, you want to click through the Chevy truck one. No, I'm not buying a truck.
Yeah.
But an app. Yeah, maybe I'll buy it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on that one.
So that's something.
But then again, it's YouTube's. It's their channel. It's their business.
It's their business. And to be honest with you, they're protecting the advertisers, because rather than you getting all sorts of bunch of unrelated clicks, you're getting clicks that matter. Clicks that matter, right? So you get clicks that matter, and really click on the ad in the video while it's playing. I don't think that anybody really wanted to do that because they wanted to follow the ad. Probably they did it by some sort of mistake.
Right.
So I think that YouTube and Google are making a good decision by disabling these sort of things that don't really matter.
Right.
And
My third story is Apple's next OS. They're talking about that already. Okay. So it's El Capitan. So for those of you that aren't, which
is very coincidental.
Well, it's a refinement of Yosemite, which makes sense because El Capitan is a mountain face in the Yosemite Mountains, so it's like a subset.
What do you say to 3 shillings? And we forget the name.
Of Yosemite.
So what's the big deal
about
that one? Is it as revolutionary as everything else?
Of course it is. The distortion field is, it's not quite there anymore with Steve gone, but it's apps are supposed to switch twice as quick. PDFs are supposed to open 4 times faster now. They've come out with Metal, which is their new low-level graphics API for game developers. So all the gaming community's up about Metal. And there's this.
So you can actually run games now on that?
Hey, you could. You always could. Steam is changing that, right? It's the push to the cloud, and people like Steam and Origin for EA. These gaming things. Gaming's happening through the cloud now, anyways. It's becoming independent unless you're on a gaming system.
Right.
And then they've got a shaking of the mouse thing. So if you can't find your mouse on your screen, if you go like this with your mouse, it makes it bigger.
Who uses mouse anyway? Don't you use touchpad?
Yeah, I do. But you can shake the touchpad.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Those are my 3 stories.
So mine, to wrap it up, is Forrester Office 365 paper. And it hit social media this week, and then I realized the actual paper has been published last 6 months ago or something like that.
Right.
So basically, there's a lot of highlights. Microsoft basically hired Forrester Research, right?
Yeah.
To find out, and they surveyed a whole bunch of customers, existing and new customers, to find out what's the payoff, what's the ROI for going to Office 365. And you have to read the paper carefully to just kind of don't read just executive summary and be like, oh, there, this is my conclusion. Because the paper basically says that Office 365 will return, on investment in 1 year. So in 1 year.
So doing what? So instead of paying an EA agreement.
On premises. So
and then installing locally and using some server tool to push it out.
Yeah. You basically sign up a bunch of your users for Office 365, and it pays off for itself in 1 year. However, well,
I get rid of my, what is it?
Mom's
server or whatever it is. I get rid of my one of my IT staff that are maintaining it, pushing it out.
And then the license fees, and then the thing.
And I never thought about that because I figured, can you get Office 365 in an enterprise agreement?
There's an enterprise sort of subscription, but here's the catch to that. They surveyed only. One of the assumptions that they did is that the organization that they actually surveyed, where they installed all these people, all these accounts and were monitoring, had 2,500 people.
Okay.
So that means if you think about it, if your organization has more, if you're a large company, you have more people,
Yeah.
then potentially it
savings
might
is
be
even
the
more.
Savings might be less
Why?
because now you have to pay per user.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is that also in a large companies, one of the things that also they didn't talk about, one of the things that they didn't talk about that's important is the per user. If you have some sort of line of business applications,
Yeah.
right? And on Office 365, that's not really still well supported. You
not.
can't really do a lot of line of business stuff in Office 365. Integration, yeah, there is a hybrid, and hybrid story is getting better, but still, it's really, really far, far behind. So for large companies, not only you have to pay a bunch of these licenses, the cloud licenses, but also the integration is not as
Well, they
strong.
should come up with some sort of enterprise agreement for the cloud. There probably is, right?
There is, of course, depends on if you're a large organization, you got probably a deal of some sort. One of the other things that came out of that paper is Yammer.
Yeah.
So Yammer, and that's a separate topic on its own, but Yammer has been kind of like, there's been a lot of buzz about it, and there's less buzz about it, and Microsoft included it for free in different subscriptions. And then, interesting from that paper, found out that usage on Yammer is only like 13% for that test group, for that test company, not test company, but so there's not a lot of people using Yammer, and
Everybody uses Slack, and
well, if you think about it, is it good or is it bad? Just because Yammer potentially could have been good at the time where organizations had so much information overload, you had to use collaboration tool like Yammer to now connect with people that help you distill that information. Right. Where now with tools like Delve, right?
Yeah.
There is lesser, the information is distilled for you with a better, more intelligent tool.
Hey, I haven't used Delve, and I'm dying to try Delve. We should look into that. We should do something on Delve once, because
essentially Delve is your colleague that helps you recommend who should you talk to, or where should you look for information. So Delve kind of like distills that for you. Or before that wasn't available, so people were using Yammer to kind of like just poke their colleagues. I'm not personally a big fan of Yammer, just because it's just like it's creating yet another place for me to go and plow through all that junk anyways.
Whereas things like Slack, people are like reducing their email with Slack because they're saying don't even stop emailing me, just use Slack.
We should do another video just in Slack. Actually. I would love to find out more because I don't really use it that much and don't really.
I used to. I stopped using it now because the people I was working with wanted to use something else, and we're using Link.
Yeah.
Now.
And for people who watch this video, comment on the video. Let us know what do you use and what's your experience with Slack and Yammer.
Okay.
I'd love to hear that. Sweet.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Hey, we're on the boat today.
Yes.
And we're in Vancouver.
Yes.
It's going to be 31 this weekend.
And I'm going to throw Ron off the boat. That'll be our gig.
Not in this water. This water looks nasty.
Cool.
But, hey, thanks to Alex. Big thanks to Alex for letting us hang out and drink beer on his boat. Thanks, Alex. And hey, Alex brought something cool along.
Oh, right.
We got to look at that. Hang on.
Yes.
These are the cardboard, Google Cardboard. So, and what did you pay for this? You paid a whopping $3.55. You throw your phone in there, close it up, put it on, and there's tons of videos out there now. I was even looking on YouTube. What would someone look for on YouTube to find one of these videos? That is
360 video.
They call it 360 video. Yep. So you go on to YouTube and look up 360 video, and then pop your phone in here, flip it here. Now, unfortunately, it's not working for iPhone yet. It's only on Android.
But he uses iPhone anyways.
And you slap it in here. Absolutely amazing. For $3 for this. Yeah.
So tell people what it is.
I'm utterly blown away.
What does it do?
Well, the 360 video is like what you'd expect on an Oculus Rift. Like I've used the Oculus before.
So essentially, as you move it around, it actually follows whatever.
So it's like you're in a concert, and you can look around, and
it feels like
look
you
at
are
people
there.
to the left and to the right.
Yeah.
The whole bit. But
Gotcha.
I've used the Oculus product, and the Oculus product is amazing. The Oculus product is amazing. But
I haven't.
The Oculus product, I tell you, I used Oculus at South by and last year, and I sat there and I watched a music video. So it wasn't gaming. Gaming it would be cool for, but I didn't want that. So I watched this video of this guy who just walks up and he lights a cigarette, he sits down at this piano, he gets a drink, and he gets up, and then you look over and like his cat's over there and his dog's over there, and you're in his apartment, and he plays this concert. And you know, when they put the headphones on, I was in this busy, noisy room. I'm telling you, everything disappeared.
Changes the experience.
Everything disappeared. I took those headphones off and they removed the Oculus. Yeah. It was the saddest moment because I came back to the reality of a bunch of people at South by Southwest fighting to get their next try of the Oculus.
Well, till next time.
Next week.
Ron, Yaroslav.
Yeah.